Hello, I am Mani Malarvannan. In this video, we will look into community-driven marketing, the power of Web3 in building brand loyalty. We will try to see how the marketing agencies can use Web3 to build a community around their marketing agency and can thrive in Web3 world. There are a lot of differences compared to Web2, what they need to do in Web3 world. Let's go through in-depth discussion what the marketing agencies can do in Web3. So one of the main goal in the Web3 world is to have the consumers, customers, or your users participate in whatever decision you make as a marketing agency, or if you are doing any brand building for any of your customers, then you need to make sure that you are creating a community around that product, around that brand, so that each individual can participate and then they can offer advices, they can offer suggestions for the brand, what they need to do. It could be anything. Say, for example, as a marketing agency, you want to create a new financial service for a financial service company, then you can create a community around that financial service from the existing Web2 users and create a new Web3 community around that financial service. And then you can interact with the users and try to get their opinion. And you can start growing the consumers around that product. And that way you can build the brand. All this you can able to do with the tools and technologies that are available in Web3. See, the main difference between Web 2 and Web 3 in this regard is that in Web 2, it's a passive information. So you post a link in social media, they will just comment, they like it or they don't like it, and they will discuss. And then you collect the data and you try to figure out whether the customers are interested or they are not interested in the features that you are going to build. But in the Web3 world, it's all in the decentralized way. For example, it's not in a social media or it's not in one platform. All the data is in various websites and also in the blockchain transactions they do. So you need to get the data from browser or from the device and also get the data from Web3, integrate those two data to create a unique view of the customer base and then understand what they are interested in. And also, you are not locking any informations from the customers. Once you say that you are going to provide all the features in a new service, and if those features are all encoded in a blockchain, then you cannot go back and change it. So that's the way in the Web3 world, it's everything is transparent. You are not hiding anything from the customer, and the customers interact with you on the product or on the service on a regular basis to understand, and they grow the product and also bring in new customers to grow the community. So in the decentralized way, the brands can interact with the communities rather than a centralized platform. Say, for example, if we are using Meta, Facebook, or Instagram, then they have all the data. The Meta company, they own all the data. If they decided to shut down the discussion group, shut down the discussion, or they can remove an individual message, you can't do anything about it. But in the Web3 world, there are a lot of social media apps are coming up where anything, everything is written. If the users has to follow those rules and regulations, once they follow, nobody can turn off. Nobody can remove a discussion. Even if the platform owners, those who are building the app, they cannot change this because all the informations are all coded in the blockchain. Say, for example, if you are saying that there is no hate comment, then if there is any hate comment from any discussion, any user, then you can say that there are only three chances. At the fourth chance, if they keep on putting the hate comment, then their account will be blocked. Those informations will be programmatically coded in the blockchain. So the users know that they cannot violate their rules. Like that, as a brand you are building, if you say that you are going to add 10 features in a new product or a new service, then all those will be coded. Then you can upsell those products even before the product is built and product is deployed into the production servers. So you can get the customers once you build the product, and you can change it before you start building it. Say for example, if you want to have a new product and the customers are interested in one particular UI interface they like, you can create a discussion group, and then you can ask customer opinion. And if the customers voted 60% or more, then you go with one UI design than the other design. Then you can create those within the blockchain, and you can get the informations from your loyal customers, and you can build the product according to the customer's need. It's not that somebody is sitting at in their room and then coming up with the design. So those are all possible in Web 2. Web 3 is still possible, but in Web 3, you get the customer's feedback then and there, and you modify. And once you finalize, and then you codify everything in the Ethereum or Solana or whatever blockchain, you cannot change it. The only way you can change it, once again, you have to put a vote to your customers, and the customers have to change. And if it is more than 50% or whatever the policy you decide, or more than 75%, 80%, whatever the policy you decide, and then only you can change the contract in Ethereum or other blockchains, and then you need to follow those. So how they are going to interact with your product? By distributing the tokens. You can give thousands tokens around your product or service, and you can say that if they own the token, then the customers, whoever owns the token, then they will come and they can give advices how you can build the product. So if the customer has two tokens, you can say that they can give two advices. If the customer has only one token, then they can give one advices. Whatever may be the rules, you build a community around the in programmatic way, in a mathematical way. Nobody can change. The customer can't change it. You can't change it. So in a decentralized, transparent way, you are attracting the customers to build your product and services. So as a marketing agency, you need to make sure you understand this and come up with the tools and technologies to help you to attract the customers and grow the community in the Web3 world. So there is a new type of organization is coming, decentralized autonomous organizations. These are all not valid in US yet, but these are valid in many other countries, and it's valid in Wyoming. And maybe with the new government coming into US, they may make it is valid in federal level. But right now it's not valid. Meaning what I mean by valid is it is not a legalized entity yet, but that may change in the near future. So what it means is that there is no single person managing the organization. Say you want to, as a marketing agency, you want to start a new division, and you want to create within a DAO, then there are a lot of tools and technologies are available. Basically, you say that these are all the policies I want to create within that new group or new division, and it is completely autonomous division. And whoever owns the token for that DAO, they will get money out of it. If the division makes money, then those money will be distributed to all the token holders. You cannot change those things. So once you codified, once it is being developed and deployed in Ethereum blockchain, then you cannot change any of those policies. Whoever holds the token, they can vote, they can change the CEO, they can change the CTO. It's completely built around the blockchain, whatever the blockchain you want to deploy. You can deploy in Ethereum blockchain, or you can deploy it in other blockchains like Solana. So ultimately, the community decides who can lead the new division within your marketing agency. All those things are possible in Web3 world. See, as a token holder, they will vote. So you can decide one token holder is one vote, or one token holder has two votes, whatever may be the criteria you decide in the beginning. You tell to the community members, these are all the rules and regulations. And if they say they don't like it, you can change it. Once it is deployed, you cannot change. The only way you can change is you once again you create a new rule and send it to your community members, and then they have to vote. Once they vote more than 50% or whatever the criteria you decide, then only you can able to change the rules whatever you created for that new organization. So there are a lot of tools like Aragon or Snapshot, and there are plenty of tools are available. You can check it out, and you can go and read from their website how to build a decentralized autonomous organization for your services or for your group, whatever you want to create. So token-based loyalty programs, this is coming up in a big way in the last couple of years. And in the new year, it's going to go even further than in the current years. As a marketing company, you need to understand how you can create these programs for your customers so that you can build a community around Web3 for the new services or products, or for the existing services or products for your brand that you are building around the company. So once the customers have a token, as I explained earlier, they can able to vote, they can able to participate in a regular manners. It's as simple as, say, for example, if you have a website and you want to have the member discussion, you can create a token system and you can come up with a strategy that only token holders can able to post comments, or only token holders can able to interact with the other users within the community. You can create a close netted private communities, and whoever has token, only they can able to log in, and they can able to start the discussion or participate in the discussion. All those rules and regulations you can create it and codify it in Ethereum blockchain, and then that manages all your interactions with your users. So this token based system is going in a big way in the new year. From the marketing point of view, you need to understand how you can use the existing tools and technologies to attract more customers to serve your other customers. So there are a lot of platforms are available that uses the token based economy, loyalty programs in Ethereum blockchain or Polygon. There are plenty of blockchains are available, but Ethereum is the most popular one. There are a lot of people are already using these token based loyalty programs. And then another important aspect is the community created content. See, once you created a community around your product and service, since they are the co-owner of your product or a service you built, they will start promoting, they will start marketing, they will bring their family members, they will bring their friends by creating content and posting it in various social media platforms, attracting more customers. Because if they bring in more customers, then the service value or the product value is going to go up. If the service value and product goes up, as a co-owner, each member can benefit out of it. So that's the whole point in the Web3 world compared to Web2. The Web2, again, a company makes a decision, okay, I'm going to build this product and service based on customer feedback, and they just go and build it, and then they deploy, they create it, and then they'll come to a marketing agency to promote their product or service. But in Web3, that's not the case. As I explained early, you need to incorporate in a way to bring in the customers in the very first phase of your product initiation phase, then get their feedback, then attract the customers, create a community. So once you create a community, once you start building it, then the community, each and every community members will market, bring more customers, more users from their friends and family circle, and they will grow the product, and they will build the community around it by creating content, various, they can do a lot more marketing. for you to grow the product around the community that they are building it. And the fostering the ownership and involvement. See, this is again, it's similar to token ownership that we discussed in the loyalty programs. You can come up with a way, for example, if there is a service that you are building, then you want to create exclusive access to the users, those who own the NFT token. You can create those type of NFT tokens, and then distribute it to or among your community members, and whoever owns the token, they can able to get some exclusive access to the service. Say for example, as a marketing agency, you are marketing a new gaming platform. So there are several different levels of gamings are available. So you create a token for that gaming program, and then you can say that whoever owns the token, only they can go to the next level. Otherwise, if they do not own the token, they can play only in the first level. Or you can come up with these type of rules around that NFT program to attract more customers, and then thereby grow the community, and ultimately you will make money for your customers, and also grow the community around the service that you are building. So, and also this builds a emotional connection with the brand, because in web 2 world, they go and purchase a product, they like it, they put a comment, and they move on. But in the web 3 world, since they are the co-owners, if more and more users are liking it, then they will post comments, they will attract more customers, and that by doing that, they are they you are incentivizing their participation. So by doing it, you can grow the community around the product using the tokens that we discussed. And also this gives a transparency to build a product, or a new technology or a service, whatever you are marketing for your customers. See, the customers are coming in, they upfront, they know what are the different features it has, whether they are going to like it. If they don't like it, then they won't even purchase a token, or they won't even interact. Or they can say that, you know what, I like this service, but I want these changes. Can you able to make the changes? Once, if more and more customers are asking it, then naturally you will make the change, and then they will like it, and they will purchase the token to interact with your product or service. So it's not possible in the web 2 world, it's only possible in the web 3 world. And by doing it, you are creating a trust. So once you create a trust, that goes a long way to attract more customers using your product or service. And also you can reward for active participation. Say you can come up with a strategy that whoever post write a content, and then post a content in social media platforms, they will get a free NFT token. You can come up with that, or you can come up with other way of engaging them, and you are incentivizing them to create content, and then start doing the marketing for you to grow the community around your product or service. So this is a very interesting aspect in the web 3, which is not possible in the web 2. Web 2, as I said earlier, they can just post a comment, yeah, I really like the product, and that's all. It's just like posting a comment in Amazon, like the product description, or whether they like it or they don't like it. It's just like putting a comment about the product or service in Amazon or any other website. But in the Web3 world, you are actively making the user to participate, since they are the co-owners. They will enthusiastically willing to participate in whatever marketing programs you create, and then they will market on your behalf to attract more customers. And another important aspect in the Web3 is you can create a gamification for the brand. You can put a leaderboard, how many people are using your service, how many people posted, how many content, and who is top in the leaderboard. So by creating it, for your service, you can gamify and attract more customers and have a system to compete among themselves to be first in the leaderboard. So this strategy has been used by multiple different gaming platforms or other services in the Web2 world, and it's available in the Web3. The only difference is now you are using your customers or users are using the tokens to participate and the discussion to post. Yes, discussion, creating a content and then posting a discussion in the user group in the social media platforms to attract the customers. And also these tokens gives you creative, exclusive VIP access to your product or services. Say, for example, you are doing a marketing service for a new restaurants that coming up in your local city. In this situation, you can create whoever owns the token, they'll get a 20% discount. So all those things, token is not something like they show when you enter the restaurant. It is like purchasing it. Once they enter, they can show the app which has the token, and they can see it, and they can able to give a 20% discount. So all those things are possible since, see, they are the co-owner of the restaurant, and since they own the token, they go and if they don't like anything in the service, they will tell you and they will make sure that it's been corrected, and then they will post comments in the social media their experience to attract more customers. This again gives the emotional connection between your customers and the products or services that you are marketing. And then, in conclusion, the main difference what we see in Web3 from the marketing for the marketing agency is to understand the Web3, how marketing happens in Web3, how users interact in Web3 by a community, not as an individual user, not as a passive user posting comment. So you need to make sure that you have the tools and technologies are available to use those to attract and grow the customers around the marketing product or service you are doing for your customers. So from the marketing agency point of view, they need to understand what are all the different tools are available for DAOs and creating NFTs and token programs, and then use it to attract customers. So you need to have the tools and technologies available, and then attract and then see how well your customers are using the products and services. And for that, as I explained earlier, you need to have a Web2 tools and Web3 tools to connect those data, create a 360-degree view of the customer to identify what exactly the customers are doing. See, by posting their social media, you can see that, okay, how many posts that happen in the social media just by going through scrolling down, but that won't give you a full picture of your customer. You need to know how many users came to your website and how many users clicked the NFT purchase button to purchase and what exactly they purchased. So you need to get the data from the blockchain and get the data from the devices Web2 or Web3 browsers they use, and combine those data and then use various dashboards, graphs for you to do the analysis and come up with marketing strategies for your customers. So that's all I want to discuss in this video. And if you have any questions or comments, please let us know. And we do have a Web2 and Web3 analytical platform that we discussed about in this video. It's basically we collect data from Web2 and Web3 and store it in our backend system. And we have the user interface tools for you to identify various data points about your customers that help you to grow your marketing opportunities for your customers. So if you have any questions or concerns, please let us know. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel so that we will get more customers viewing this and we can post more videos. Thank you. Bye.